the quiet of dawn, broken only by the hushed approach of assault craft. Bayonets fixed by grim fighting men crouched low in the specially constructed barges. If this were the real thing, the ticklish and savage job of gaining a foothold along a hostile shoreline, it would be the result of careful planning and rehearsal. The element of surprise would be foremost. Linked with the amphibious operations would be the support of all arms and services. This is the new amphibious warfare, and the following pictures will show how the men are trained for these tasks by the Amphibious Training Command at Camp Gordon, Johnston, Florida. The troops who will one day be entrusted with the vital assignment of carrying out a successful landing on enemy shores must be rugged and smart, tough and wise to every trick of the trade. Thorough training and conditioning for prolonged and vigorous physical exertion and development of an aggressive and self-reliant spirit are mandatory. The mock landing craft is used to advantage. The men are shown how to fan out after leaving the landing craft, one of the more important items in the commando's lesson book. Ingenious training methods designed for rapid but surefire development of amphibious fighting contingents. The charge through enemy barbed wire is made easy by employing the following methods. First, the assault troop trainees use the human ladder. The rifle ladder is another effective stunt. 6 men and 3 rifles form the bridge that assures speed where split-second timing means everything. Now, dress rehearsal drill, the minutest details of a real raid simulated. Upon approaching hostile shores, keep heads below the gunwales of the boat. This fundamental lesson is well observed as the first wave comes in. Note the presence of the barrage balloon, which will aid materially should enemy aircraft attempt to strafe the attackers. Quickly, the barrage balloons go up. The SCR-536 is employed. Trainees are impressed with the necessity for providing liaison between advanced units and succeeding waves. See how the rifle squad keeps spaced and concealed. These men must go forward with speed and hold off the opposition until the succeeding waves come in. And here's the beginning of that maneuver. Both teams are required to carry flag markers of various colors. These will give the observers a clear picture of what groups are already ashore and will represent contact with rear units. Coming up to a landing is the barge with the Engineer Beach Roadway Detachment. The bulldozer carts along a sled, bearing the stout wire mesh which will form the road matting. This beach mat will keep the heavy loads from sinking into the sand. They drive in stakes to hold the mat down. To prevent damage to the mat, it gets a sand covering. Meanwhile, the bulldozer continues to flatten out the beach and the rest of the matting is laid. Here comes the ammunition. In training for daylight landing operations, great stress is put on the use of assembly areas and the organization at the beach. The bulldozer is used to haul sled and ammunition over the sand dunes. An engineer signalman guides in one of the larger barges, which is loaded down with heavy pieces. Other engineers under cover in beach foxholes wait until the ramp goes down before rushing forward to assist in the unloading. As personnel and equipment are landed, a detailed record is made by one of the engineers. The lessons learned by the Allies in previous raids and rehearsals now serve us well. The business of matching strength, courage, and weapons with the simulated enemy is conducted by expertly trained hands. There may be some who think that all they've just seen has been easy going for the trainees. It's been far from that, of course, but just in case, we now invite you to the old mud hole and some fine and fancy crawling under fire. The orders are to keep flat on the ground, your head and butt down, or you're sure to get clipped. This is definitely no place for a wise guy to let go with, "Here's mud in your eye, buddy." It's far from funny and a necessary part of the amphibious training curriculum. So when the time comes to do this where it counts, when invasion of defended shores calls for amphibious warfare tactics, they'll be ready. They like their new jobs, and they'll like real assignments even better. It's not enough that commandos be trained and disciplined. They must be inspired.